right, now that some of the viewers decided to leave, we can get down to some serious restoration. Hello, this is Steve from Beaute's Leatherworks, and today's project is this Louis Vuitton Speedy bag. Well, it's seen its better days. We're going to replace the piping, work on the zipper, make the bag a little bit smaller than what it is now because we've got to take care of those tears around the corners, and just a general cleanup on the handles and the chaps. Side pieces are not in bad shape. The zipper tab is not in bad shape. And just kind of general overall cleaning as best as we can to bring it back to what it was. All right, so let's get started. So what we're doing here, we're putting some glue into the larger cracks, okay? And we have some leather dust from my sanders. Fill those in like that. Wipe the excess off. When it dries, it gives it a nice bond. Now, is that invisible? Is the crack invisible? Is it gone? No, it's not gone, but it has a little bit of structural support now with the glue and the leather dust. Once we fill those in, we take an accelerator. And it dries the glue. Come back, and at the end we'll touch this up with a little bit of dye to kind of blend that in a little bit, and that'll look better than what it is now. Not gone completely, but presentable. All right, let's continue. Now, as you guys can see, the damage is not just in the corners of the bag. You got a big chunk missing here. So what we're going to make the bag smaller. I think this is a 30, Speedy 35. We're going to make it into like a 25, I believe, size. Similar to that. A little bit smaller to get rid of all this damaged area. on both sides, and put it back together, just a smaller version of this, what it was. All right, let's continue. These are baby wipes that I'm using. As you guys can see, it's coming along pretty good. We got the zipper in. Just put the stopper right there so the slider doesn't come off. And we're going to put two stoppers at the end here so it doesn't zip off the track. So we're getting there slowly but surely. All right, let's continue. Okay, you got one shot of this. You screw it up, we're buying a new bag. And that's it. Now off to the other side. Yep, got to do the same on both sides. Heat that up a little bit just to soften that material. Get a nice flat surface. This is always measured twice, 3 times before you cut. Once it's cut, it's cut. You can't put it back. I'm sure I could figure something out, but... Inch and a half on each side. Inch and a half on each side. 3 inches smaller. Yep. It's definitely going to be a smaller bag. All right. She's cut. Let's continue. Mini hammer time. Guys, it's very early in the morning. This is going to be our piping. Just like this. You see? Yep. We've got to darken that just a little bit to get in that, almost in that shade. Not exact, but we'll get close to it. All right, let's continue. Okay, let's do some stitching today. Around the corners here, we're going to put some relief cuts. Just so the corners will lay flat. This is my walking foot, okay? My walking foot Adler. Everybody wants to know what I'm sewing it on. I had to lean over to see the serial number, 373. The model number, I should say, not the serial number. I've had this machine for probably over 25 years now. And it's my workhorse. got the end right here skived down to 0. Where are you? Right there. And I'm going to duplicate the other one same way. We're going to overlap it, glue it, stitch it. All right, let's continue. It's coffee time, Mr. Chris.
Coffee time. Kalimera.
Cheers. So today's coffee is sponsored by Henry's House of Coffee. Now these guys are in San Francisco. The Kalebjian family, 3 generations of coffee heritage. They reached out to me through Instagram and said, would you like some coffee? I'm like, yeah. That's like walking up to a guy in the desert who hasn't had water in a week saying, do you want some water? You want some cold water?
Some cold water.
Of course he's going to say yes. So this is sponsored by them. They are located in San Francisco. So if you're in the neighborhood, go check them out. They're good people.
He's also an illustrator. He did the artwork for the packaging.
No, the illustrator was Arpi Krikorian.
Oh.
That's Arpi. She's the artist.
Oh.
Who did all that.
Gotcha.
This is basically like an Armenian folk dancing.
Traditional wear.
Yeah, the wear and stuff. So this is her designs.
Gotcha. I read that wrong.
She's from Beirut. Lives in California now.
Got it.
So that's the tradition. And they gave me a little candy, well, a couple of candies. I already ate that. that we have with coffee. So Chris bought, what do we got?
We got La Dolce Vita, some classic Italian biscotti. It's really good. It's addictive. It's kind of like eating potato chips. You can't just have one.
So that's what we're doing today. Little coffee break.
So good.
Last time Chris was here, some of you guys said, hey, more coffee breaks with Chris. So here we go. Well, plus nobody's awake at this time of the hour anyway. He's the only one. That's why I bring him, you know. Everybody I call in the morning, they're all sleeping. Half my day's gone and they're still trying to get out of bed. So luckily for me that he wakes up a little early too. So we can have some coffee together.
Yeah. Before the crazy day begins.
Every day is a crazy day, especially these days.
It's good coffee.
Well, I already gave a review on Instagram.
Okay.
But I figured that I'd talk about this here because my audience is a little bit wider than Instagram.
Right.
You know? I thought I'd kind of pass along the favor to them because they send me the coffee and they're Armenian family, so just a little bit, give them a little hand. I've been following them on Instagram, and I hadn't ordered anything through them just yet. And they reached out, they beat me to it, so it's good coffee. It's not bad.
Do you want another biscotti?
All
right.
Got to watch my figure for my audience.
Just start filming from the face up.
Seriously, I got to get my butt together. 2021 now. Service is lacking a little bit. You know when you go like restaurants and the cup is like empty-ish and you walk around. I mean, there we go.
All right.
Now we're talking.
That was a coffee table foul.
Yes.
Never let it get below 1 inch from the top.
No, I mean, come on, man. I don't have to remind you now.
Very bad. Any Greek or Armenian household, if that happens, you're in freaking trouble.
Out the door. All right, well, thank you for joining us. We must continue with our day. All right, we'll see you guys again.
All right, see you
next time. All right, welcome back. We are done with another project. Now, we conditioned the leather, you know, the handles and the chaps and the side pieces. And the piping is not, it's not too bad. It's a little bit off of the original color. Well, not the original color, but what the color of is here, but I think it's fine. Over time, it'll get dirty a little bit, blend in a little better. Clean the exterior, wipe that down. Try to not to stitch over the LV letters there. I made it as wide as possible, but I had to get rid of that big, you know, torn spot on the bottom there. So everything is like a, you know, well, it is a Speedy, but it's a little bit smaller than what it was. You know, overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I think she'll be happy with it. This was a $575 job, and I think she'll get many years of wear out of it, and turn out pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with it. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I wish you guys have a nice nice week, nice day, nice year. But I'm sure I'll see you guys again many times as I upload more videos, and there's plenty more to go. If you guys have any questions, email me, bedos@yahoo.com, bedos@yahoo.com. And I guess we'll see you guys on the next project. Take care.